Hi, I'm Becky,
Hi, I'm Ray,
and welcome to our brand new podcast,
the Unhinged Girl Diaries,
where we'll be talking about everything from modelling and social media
to OnlyFans and our non-existent relationships.
Ooh. So join us every week on Spotify and YouTube,
For an insight into our Unhinged diaries.
and we'll see you there.
Okay, so we're recording. Oh my god, this is happening.
This is happening.
This is actually happening.
This is the first episode of our podcast. I am so excited for this.
Oh my god. I feel like everyone's been waiting for this.
I feel like it's been very much not requested, but I feel like people are gonna be like, well, duh, of course they're doing a podcast.
This makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
It
that,
really
like,
does.
I don't know why we didn't do it sooner.
I know, but I'm so excited.
It should be good. It should be good. Anyway, let's go on with the first podcast.
I know, yeah.
Welcome to the first episode of our Unhinged Girl Diaries.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. Oh my god. Like literally, I'm so ready for this. I'm so excited to tell everyone about my unhinged life.
Do that. I only really know snippets.
Oh my god. Just
And
wait.
If you're going to go
Just
into
fucking wait.
detail, you guys are definitely not ready.
No.
I feel like we've got a lot of secrets to spill.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't really expose ourselves enough on the internet.
No.
Emotionally.
No. I'm quite
Maybe physically.
I'm quite open on the internet, but there's still a lot of people who do not know. And it's
this is
like,
why.
yeah, and like I've said before, like so many people have gone, you should write a book. You should write a book, and I'm kind of there like, or a podcast,
Or a podcast. I feel like a book's got too many words.
I know I can't really read either, so I can't write.
Who
So,
reads anymore? Who even writes books?
Yeah, no.
I feel like every author in this world is New York's bestseller at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Like, is it even a big deal? I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I wouldn't know because I'm not a writer.
I mean, yeah, nope. We just take photos and look pretty.
So yes, welcome to our first episode of our podcast. And obviously, as it is our first episode, we thought it'd probably be best to maybe get to know each other a little bit. You know, because we don't really know each other.
No,
Massively.
we don't. No.
Like, we've known each other for a while.
Quite a long while, to be fair.
Yeah.
But not like know each other.
Know each other.
Know each
I feel
other.
like this is going to be therapy for us.
Oh my god, I really need therapy.
This is perfect. And it's
This is-
free.
yeah.
It's free therapy.
Free therapy.
Free therapy.
Three.
I love that already.
Okay.
So, do you want to start off?
Oh
Tell
my
me
God.
about yourself.
Okay, so oh my god, my name's Ray.
Hey, Ray.
But it wasn't Ray, it was Rage. Okay, what do you want to know?
Well,
Go, hit me with some questions.
maybe give us like a bit of a 30 seconds. This is what I do.
Okay, so I am a model. I own a modelling agency. Yeah, that's it. See you later.
That is all I do.
That is all I
but
do.
I feel like you do so much more than that.
Oh my god, I do
Because
too
you
much.
do photography.
Yeah, I've kind of dabbled in so much. Like, I'm definitely an undiagnosed ADHD. I'm going through
You
an
start so many different
Yeah,
projects,
yeah,
yeah.
like literally it's mental. I've done so much over the past, since I was younger actually. Like music, that's another thing I do.
Yep.
And I'm starting that again next year, so that'd be good.
It's
Oh my god.
exciting. You're really good at singing as well, so
Oh,
I feel like
thanks.
it's gonna go off. If you guys have not heard her sing, you are missing out. I'm telling you that for free.
Oh no, I'm excited. That's one thing I'm definitely pushing like next year.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I used to do, and then yeah, I kind of got into the modeling, I guess. And then here we are today. I do content creating, and now I'm a podcast co-host. Don't know if you know that.
exciting.
Yeah.
So how did you get into modeling? Like, how did that come about? Because
Yeah.
like I've sort of dabbled in it. We're gonna do a whole modeling episode.
Yeah.
Because like, there's so much to explore and like
Yeah, for
bad
sure.
sides of modeling.
God,
so we're
yeah.
gonna dive into that. But how did like you start?
So everyone always laughs at me when I say this, but I literally fell into the world of modeling. So I did a photo shoot for my music, maybe like 7 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
like 7, I think. God, where are the years gone? But yeah, so
Old.
edit. So yeah, I did a photo shoot for that, and we were just like walking around the streets of Birmingham, you know, all that sort of stuff.
We are from Birmingham. I don't even think we even said.
Oh no, we're from Birmingham, by the way. So I did that, and I don't know, I just kind of, I guess, was good at it But then people were like, I enjoyed it, but then I posted those photos, and then I kind of had photographers messaging me like, do you want to shoot? Do you want to do this? And then I literally fell into the world of modelling, and then got onto an agency, and then I started the hair modelling. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that in another episode.
We're gonna go into detail in the hair modelling industry, industry because it's definitely an interesting topic that I really cannot wait to explore. But,
yeah, definitely.
Carrying on.
Yeah. Anyway, more about me.
Talk more about me, please.
Yeah, no, that, to be fair, there's not much more to it. That's basically it. I fell into it, and then the rest is history. But I guess after a few years, I then decided to open up my own agency.
Which is massive, though. Like, having your own agency.
It's good, it's fun.
And having your own models that, like, look up to and stuff. I feel like it's huge.
It is fun. It's stressful because it is, like, it's my little baby. So it's just sort of, but I kind of see it as, I'm not going to be modelling forever, and I still want to stay in the modelling industry. So what else to do? Do you know what I mean? Like, I might as well do that. Makes and then sense. I can help other people. And I mean, I've done model coaching. I set that up over lockdown. So that I don't really do that as much anymore, just because I do so much stuff, and it's but I mean, I'm still there to help people, and we bring on new models onto the agency to help them grow. That's kind of why, I guess, I did it, because I wanted to help people. But I mean, without going into too much detail, obviously. But that's about it.
That's insane. So, I feel like you do so much, though, that you just don't give yourself credit for. Like, even you saying then, like, oh, I just do that. I'm like, you have so much more. You know, you do so much more.
I'm very tired.
It's insane. It's literally insane.
Yeah, so what about you? Like, what do you do?
So, I do content creating full time. Yeah. But it's not what I was originally going to do, which is crazy now looking back at it. Like, I've got a degree. Yeah. I went to uni.
Got a degree, but you know.
I say that to everyone. I'm like, guys, I do have a degree.
Oh my God.
I promise. I'm
it's
smart.
like, get a real job. Yeah,
like a real job. What's that? So yeah, no, I did go to uni and then everything like that. And again, I fell into sort of that kind of content, if you guys know what I mean. And it was like kind of like an accident. But it wasn't, because I was doing modelling, hence why, like, how we met. I was doing modelling at the time. And I was essentially doing, like, not nude stuff, but I was going that way. So it just kind of made sense to make that jump into sort of that world. Yeah. It just sort of followed. Gambled. Fucking snowballed. God. So yeah, that's what I do on my day-to-day sort of basis. But I also do Twitch as well. Yeah. Twitch. I love gaming. I love gaming.
How did you get into Twitch? Because, like, this is always something, we literally spoke about this, like, earlier today. Like, I would love to do that, and I might dabble with that at some point. But
I feel like you should, though.
I feel like you'd be so
good at it, though.
I just don't know what, like, I do. Like, I can't play games. I'll just be there, like, what button do I press?
Yeah, but you can play any game. It's like, there's no limit on what you can play on Twitch. You can play Sims. You can play Animal Crossing.
Oh, I love Sims.
That you're into.
Oh my God, yeah.
Anything.
But like, people on Sims can, like, make fucking sick things, and I'm just there with like my one person, like, have sex with this person.
I used to be that weird kid that would have so many Sims and make a graveyard after killing them all off in a swimming pool.
And I was about to say have the pool, get rid of the ladder, and just have them. Oh my God.
I feel like Psychopaths in the Making used to do that, where like you just kill all your Sims off, make a really pretty graveyard, see the Grim Reaper every once in a while, be like, yo dude, you okay?
Done.
But no, I loved it, but I feel like you could get into it though. I mean, I started it because sort of I needed something else to do alongside doing sort of spicy content, because like I wanted to do more. Like it's so, I don't know. I feel like it can get quite repetitive, especially if you don't have any motivation, inspiration. It's just limited kind of. Yeah. So I was like, I want to do something else as well, because I was into gaming and because I love sort of the thought of being in front of a camera and live streaming. Yeah. I just sort of was like, fuck it.
I mean, you were like Zoella .2, like back in the day.
Zoella .2. Is that a compliment? I don't even know at this point. But I did used to do like, what's in my makeup bag?
Oh my God, what's in my school bag?
What's on my iPhone? Yeah, that's the sort of stuff that I used to do when I was younger.
We should recreate some of your videos.
That would be horrendous. I think I would actually be traumatized, and I think I might actually cry.
I think we should. I think that's got to happen, really.
Well, maybe. I'm not saying no, but we can definitely maybe try. But It's a no.
Fuck
But
off.
yeah, so like I just sort of I've always been into content though, always.
Yeah,
It's not,
you have,
yeah, it's not like I just started sort of making YouTube videos or I started just streaming one day. Like I was always sort of in it. Like I went to college for TV and film, so I was working with editing and cameras and photography and just the creative field really. And then I don't know, it just kind of made sense to do this. I didn't want a normal job. Who wants a normal job?
No.
It's so boring. And being told,
thanks.
like, you have to come into work on this day. You can't have your break. And then it's like, I want to go on holiday. And then they're like, oh, but, like, you might not be able to go on holiday because people are off on holiday. Like, no, if I want a holiday, I will have a fucking holiday.
Yeah.
It annoys me. So, yeah, that's why I decided to go self-employed.
So passionate. So I love it. I completely get it. Yeah, definitely. Like, no offense to people who have real jobs.
Envious.
Oh my God.
I'm so jealous you can keep a real job. I've been sacked from a few jobs. Have you been sacked from any jobs?
I haven't, but I've only had like a few jobs really. Like I've always been this sort of person to go, I want to do my own thing. So I've been back and forth to a few places. I worked at Laser Quest.
Did you?
I did.
Wait, that's pretty sick. What
It was
that like?
okay. It was okay. It was very like I feel like it was kind of like a student job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there was a few people there that were a little bit older, but everyone was like lovely, but it was definitely the sort of job that you had to keep you going for a bit. But I mean, we used to play games and like you got to know people and it was good, but then I left to go help a business that we were running, hence the other business. Which
we'll go into that in another episode.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
But yeah, so I left that one, but I've worked at Sports Direct.
I've heard such bad things about Sport Direct.
Oh my God, I was
Allegedly.
there. I was there.
Not wanting to be sued on the first episode of this podcast.
I was there for about 2 months. I cried on like my third shift and then I was like, fuck this, I'm not doing this. I went in to hand in my resignation. They didn't even know who the fuck I was.
No.
Genuinely, hand on heart. I walked in and I was just there like, the staff just didn't even recognise me and I was like, I'm here to like speak to the manager. I can't remember the names now.
2 months and they literally just didn't know who you were.
It might have even been longer. It was like the end of a year, I think. It might have even been like 3 months, but oh my God, I hated it. Like it was just awful. And it was honestly, it was just horrible. Never again.
I think my ego would have been so hurt.
I
2 months working for a company and they would like, who are you?
Like literally, and I was so good at my job as well. Like I was really good at selling stuff, and I just remember being in the back and I just cried because it was so. I get quite overstimulated, I guess. So maybe I didn't realize it then, but like. I fucking hated it. It was awful. And I think that from that day on, I was like, I'm going to be an OnlyFans model.
I could not do this anymore. That's so funny though.
It was bad.
Just normal jobs in general. I didn't hate them. I think it was more to do with the boss. It was more for the management that were the issue.
Yeah.
I don't think any of my sort of normal jobs were like the issue. It was purely just management. I've got stories to tell, but first episode, let's not try and jump in too soon.
We don't want to scare you away.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, no, I've had really bad jobs. I've worked in the bar industry, hospitality. I've worked mainly hospitality actually. I've worked supermarkets.
Yeah.
That was interesting. We'll go into that on another episode.
I've never done a supermarket.
It's okay because they're really good paid jobs though.
Yeah,
like
they
I feel
are.
like people sort of shit on people who work in like Tesco or whatever, but
no,
they're
they are
really good.
Yeah.
And like the benefits you have from working in there as well, they're like they really look after you.
Yeah, 100%.
But the reason why I didn't like my first job in the supermarket was because one of my supervisors was literally horrible.
Really?
It was so weird because everyone who worked there was sort of youngish.
Yeah.
We were all about the same age.
Yeah.
And then obviously there were some like older people there as well that just wanted a bit of money with their retirement fund or whatever. Which they were lovely. They were all just so lovely and kind, whatever. But like the main group of people were like from the age of say, I think I was 18 at the time, from 18 to like 25. And obviously when you put all those people together in a store, it should have been its own reality TV show, let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Like literally. So supermarkets are good, but the people may be bad.
Oh.
The people may be bad. But we'll have to do a whole job experience this episode.
Oh my God, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I just can't even... I could never go back to a job like that. Like, nothing against, obviously, people that work in there, like, fair fucking play.
Jealous.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like,
I have people skills.
I can't keep them. I can't hold a job down. I like working for myself, and I get so stressed. But I mean, where else have I worked? I feel like I've worked in other places, and I worked in a tattoo studio, managing it, and I was on and off for that for a while, and that was good. That was probably one of my favourites, to be fair. But maybe, I guess, because it's creative, I'm creative. Where else have I worked? Sports Direct, Laser Quest. Oh, the other business, Music Academy.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess that took up quite a few years. So I think they're the only jobs I've had. Like, I didn't have a job when I was younger, like a little one. I literally went straight into Sports Direct.
So when did you start, like, modelling then? When did you start your agency?
So I started modelling, around 7 years ago, I think. Kind of losing track, not gonna lie. And then I started the agency about maybe a year before lockdown. When was lockdown? 2019. Maybe the end of 2018. I can't remember exactly. That's
you know
so
what?
bad.
I can't even remember because I'm pretty sure I joined your agency at the very beginning.
Yeah,
I think you only had
kind
like
of had
5 girls.
Yeah, I just had
maybe
a few
a boy.
people that were kind of around at the time. It was just kind of getting the name out there and kind of growing it like that. I think it was 2018 or whatever. But then we had like a few months or whatever before lockdown. Then it was lockdown. So, but I feel like we were that small that it just didn't really affect us, so it was fine. But yeah, and then I guess slowly we're still growing now. Like it's still a small business, but it's my little baby, and I've got loads of amazing models and good clients now. But yeah, I am dabbling in a lot right now still.
Yeah.
So when did you start modeling?
Oh my god, you know what? It feels like an absolute lifetime ago. I feel like I've lived so many different lives. I'm like, did I even model?
You still do.
Can't even remember. But yeah, no. So I started by accident actually. You know how you just said you kind of fell into it?
Yeah.
I fell into it because I was going through a breakup and my confidence was like all-time low. And yeah, like I think I reached out to a few photographers. I think I stalked your page. And I was like, oh, this girl's really cool. Like, I want to start modelling.
Oh my God.
So I sort of messaged a few photographers and I just got into it that way. And then once I worked with one, like 5 others messaged
That's
you.
exactly, yeah.
I feel like the Birmingham scene with modelling, everyone just wanted to work with anyone that was on the scene.
Yeah.
So if I worked with like a photographer, then like 10 other photographers were like, who is this person?
Who is this? Oh my God.
I want to work with her too.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of gambols into that. But like the Birmingham modelling scene was so close. I feel like we shouldn't go too much into modelling.
No.
Because we will get really into it on the next
there's
episode.
so much to talk about.
So much. But yeah, no, that's just how I got really into it, I guess.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it though.
Yeah.
It was alright.
Yeah.
And then obviously it led me to meeting you.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't even remember the first time we really met though.
I tried thinking about this the other day. I'm pretty sure it was the event I put on at my studio. I think it was the Christmas one.
Was that the first time we met?
That's the first time I remember. I can't think of anything before that. Yeah.
No, you know what it was? You did a collaboration. What are you laughing for? What is she laughing for?
God, I'm tired.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me just compose myself.
You're literally crying. You are crying.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Oh no! I've got the giggles.
Oh, come on, we got this. Have some coffee.
Blooper. That made me laugh again. When I start laughing, I can't.
My coffee nearly just exited my nostrils. I swear to God. This is gonna get cut out. This is gonna be so.
Oh my God, that took so long to swallow. That's what she said.
Now I'm really wet.
Oh, crying. It's coming out of all holes.
Leakage. This is Billy just licking. No, because where I think I remember meeting you. No, I don't even think I met you at this point. You did a collaboration with someone that I know called Yasmin.
Oh my God, yes.
And you know what? I don't even know what video you filmed. It must have been some sort of Q&A. game challenge.
We
I don't even know.
recorded a couple. I think one was like a Disney thing, and then I can't remember the other one. But yeah, no, I love them. Yeah, they're like, that was so much fun. And
that's crazy.
Yeah,
because it was like two worlds were like colliding for me, because obviously I looked up to you as a model and someone massive in the Birmingham scene.
Yeah.
Obviously you were doing so many shoots, working with so many amazing people that you were just, you were absolutely killing it. And then obviously Yasmin I knew from the YouTube days.
yeah, you guys were close.
Yeah, we were like tight. We were besties.
Oh my god. I love Yas.
So it was like whole two worlds were colliding.
Yeah.
That's how I found my friendship with you, I guess, because obviously it's easier to make friends with someone if you have mutuals.
Yeah.
And then look at us now. But it wasn't always like this, because we didn't speak for about 3 years.
Yeah,
Like,
not
we
for
knew-
any reason. Like, it was just, I guess, different paths, maybe. Like,
I don't even think we really had much in common, though.
let's be honest, I didn't really have any friends for like 10 years, so
it's 10 years. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we just... Because the only thing we really had in common at that time in our lives was modelling.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that we would talk about, because obviously you were my agent as well.
Yeah.
We would only really talk about modelling, and we weren't really talking about much else.
Yeah.
So
I do feel like as well, like, it is really hard. That's the one, I'll go into this more obviously when we talk about it, but like, that's the one part of having the agency that's quite difficult is like, some of the girls I'd love to be really close with, but it's hard to be, I think, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm your agent. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it's business still. Do you know what I mean? You still see each other as that. And like, there's only a few people really that I guess I am really good close friends with, and I would love to be closer, but it's so hard. But then also some people try and use me as well and kind of like get close to me and then go, oh, can I be a model? And it's like, I just want friends sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Like, no, you cannot model.
No.
I just want to
You're
go
a shit,
fucking
no, I'm
coffee
joking.
with you.
Innit? Like, literally.
That is all. But yeah, I guess as well,
So-
because I guess you're in this position of power, I guess, over... Well, yeah, essentially, like, you are their agent at the end of the day. So I guess
Yeah.
you have this sort of position of power where it can be a little bit tricky as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, it is one of those.
Yeah.
But, because say if one day, like, if you made, like, really, really close friends with someone who's on your agency... And then you have a massive falling out, and it turns out that they were
This
your
is
top earner on the agency.
Exactly.
Like, that's it. You've lost, like, your moneymaker.
Yeah,
and you've lost a friend at the same time.
Exactly. That's 100% it. And it is hard to find the balance between all of that. That is a real difficult part of it. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
But that was probably a huge part of why I guess maybe we didn't.
Yeah.
We weren't close like we are now.
I don't think we were ever really close though.
No.
Like we don't need to really talk about modelling.
Yeah.
And
it was work.
maybe the odd like casual conversation, like, how you doing? Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey, babe.
Or like, have you seen this guy? He's really into you. And I'm like, oh, let's have a look. But yeah, and then obviously we didn't speak for however long. 2 years, maybe. I don't even know, maybe like 2 years. And then this year, it was actually really emotional how we came back together, and I love the story.
Yeah.
Because it's so weird. I was going through a really bad time in my life, which I'll go into another episode, I'm sure. I was going through like a bit of a shit time in my life, and all the friends that I would have thought, you know what, they'll be there for me. They'll turn up at my door, you know, look after me, you know, not so much like cuddle me and you know, wrap me in a
Cradle
blanket
you.
and like bubble wrap maybe, but just friends. You just needed some friends around. And it was so weird because like you were the one who messaged me, and you were the first one to turn up at my door with a pizza and a fucking ice cream.
did.
And I was like, this is so weird because I haven't spoken to you for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
But yet you were the first one at my door.
Oh, don't you want
And
to cry?
it was like, I cried too. I'm pretty sure we
yeah.
hugged and I
And
cried.
cried, yeah.
And I was like, this is so bad because I've literally not spoken to you in like 2 years. But like, here I am fucking crying on your shoulder. And then from that moment, I was like, you know what, this bitch, I can...
No.
This bitch.
I love you.
This bitch. So then obviously you're now doing spicy content and a lot more content and on like other platforms and stuff, that because that's my job as well. Like that's how we've managed to bond again.
Yeah.
And I love it. I think it's great.
No, it's so nice. Like I'm so
could
glad.
cry.
I know, yeah, don't. You're gonna cry. Yeah, no, it was really nice. I'm glad we've got this friendship now. Like I feel like we needed each other.
We're both as unhinged as each
Oh
other.
my god, it's like we can't the podcast after. Oh my god.
This is like our burn book.
I'm like, oh my god, yeah. We need a burn. No, we don't.
We don't need a book. This can just be our burn book.
This is our burn book. It's great.
I love it already.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for this podcast
Oh my God.
to get up and running and for you guys to listen to it, because if you enjoyed this first episode, you're going to really love the rest of the season.
Season.
The rest
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
season. When we were talking about this earlier, I was like, yeah, we can do this for season 1, season 2, season 3. And Ray was looking at me like, girl, what? How many seasons? Is this a fucking TV show?
We're going to be the new
What are
Friends.
you on about? I'm like, yeah, we're going to be going for 50 years.
Yeah.
We're going
to be 80 years old.
Yeah.
Sitting here about...
in our wheelchairs.
Just bitching about these guys that have just sent us some dick pics.
Yeah. Who are like 25 years on and they're like, what the fuck? I can't wait. I actually cannot wait to go on this adventure with you.
Oh my God, yeah.
To get to know you more,
Yes.
because we're still quite new. We are still
Yeah.
quite newly friends.
Yeah,
so I feel
yeah.
like there's a lot to like dive into.
Oh my God, there's so
And,
much. So
yeah.
much dirt and goss.
I feel like we've touched upon quite a lot of topics this episode, but
Yeah.
it's only going to get juicier. And
Oh my
I can't
God.
wait. I can't
Yes.
wait.
I'm so fucking excited.
So yeah, if you guys
Slay.
enjoyed the first episode of the podcast, make sure you subscribe.
Oh my God, yes.
And we really can't wait to see you again.
Yes.
soon.